Hi, today we're gonna interview the director of the International Engineering Program, Randall Coffie.
He was born in the Netherlands and studied food science and technology with a master's in food biotechnology and then a second master's in environmental and health administration with the MIT.
He has worked with the Tecnológico de Monterrey over a decade. He started officially in the year 2000, but he has worked before with several projects.
The purpose of this interview is to know exactly what is the International Engineering Program, what is its main purpose, and why it is so important to have this program in our campus.
Good afternoon. We're here with the director of the International Engineering Program, Randall Coffie.
Good afternoon. Thank you for
your time. So let's begin. What is the IEP?
IEP is the abbreviation that stands for International Engineering Program. Yeah. It's 3 letters, short, easy, but it's a complicated, yes, well-designed and very needed program. Yeah, for not all type of students. Yeah, for a certain type of student that has a basic profile, and that also is searching for a global impact in their professional career. So the program is actually designed not from the client perspective directly, the direct client perspective, but from the industry perspective of the needs, yes, of the providers of the economy of Mexico. Yeah?
Okay. And when does it start?
Okay, the program started in August 2008.
Okay.
But we've been working on the program for a year before that. The international undergraduate program is a program that started here on campus, in Guadalajara campus, in the business and humanity area.
Okay.
Yeah, that program exists there already for like 11 to 12 years. But there was no real specific need for the engineering part to come in. I did a post degree in US in 2003, 2004, and after that period I came back to Mexico. I started to work as a director of what we call here Vinculación Empresarial for the School of Engineering, Architecture and Health. And there, in that position, where we need to look for future professionals that can have an experience, a work experience, a real professional experience before graduating, yes, to give them the opportunity. So in that sense, me as a director for a private institution, I was always looking into big transnational companies, because you need to have the effort the effort needs to be paid. Yeah, I mean, you pay in a private institution. So during that period of finding these projects where these students can participate, I started having these requests from big enterprises like Hewlett Packard, IBM, just to mention some, not to do any commercials. Yeah.
Okay.
So huge enterprises that are operating here, needing a certain profile of student. And that student, we didn't have them in 2005, 2006. So we started working on a program that we launched in 2008 that gave the profile.
Very good. Do you think this program is better than the traditional one?
That's a tricky question, but it's a good one. It's a very good question. Look, the program is different.
Okay.
Yeah, the program is not necessarily better. It's different because we focus on a different market. Yeah. So we are talking about industrial engineers and we talk about mechatronic engineers. Both are engineers and both are good in what they're doing, but one has an international profile that is needed and required, not by me, but by these big transnationals,
okay,
where they're looking for that young professional that has this global perspective that they call a global leader or strategic manager. Is that engineer that, besides being very good in his engineering preparation, yeah, this how do you call it, content engineering skills, he has other skills developed that makes him, yes, that candidate of what they call the young talents to improve markets that they already have, these companies, or to create new markets for them in innovation and development of technology, but also to be able to transform a whole market or a whole area of focus. And for that, they required this person to have a fluent English, which we focus on, and an international global English, not an American, not an Australian, Canadian English, yes, but a global English that he can speak with a Dutch guy, speaks with a Mexican, speak with a Brazilian person, Chinese, yes, India, and be effective and productive. They needed this person to have a third language, a knowledge of a third language, because it tells something about your responsibility and focus. You're not only academically well, but you're also preparing in a language. And a language is like studying mathematics. People might say no, they might underestimate it, but it's very abstract, yeah, a new language. So it's a complicated effort cognitively, which gives you a benefit, yeah. And the third most important thing, that this person needs to be well prepared to be as efficient as he is in his comfort zone as out of the comfort zone. What is out of your comfort zone? When you're not in your culture, you're not with your family, you're not with your friends that you knew for life, yes, you're not the son, the daughter of, you're just you in a new country with new people where you need to be as productive. How can we balance that? How can we evaluate that? We cannot evaluate it with your grades. We cannot evaluate it with the languages you speak. We cannot evaluate it with the university you study in. We can only evaluate it with an experience. An experience of minimum, yes, I think a year abroad. Academically, where you really need to prove yourself academically, but also as a citizen, yeah, and yourself to survive. So they know that when they hire this young professional, they can move him. Because that's what they need, yeah, to transform or to work with whatever team or whatever, and it takes them 3 months tops to adapt, and not a whole year or 2 years. Yeah?
Very interesting. So you said the program is quite new, right?
Yes.
So there are still the no graduates.
Not yet. Yeah, I'm very happy that you asked that question, and this is a second tricky and good question. I like it. The first one we already answered. It's a different program with a different profile for a different market. Yeah, not necessarily better, but different. Not everybody can be there. That's important. The second question you're asking, which is very important, is yes, we don't have a graduated generation yet in the international engineering program. Yet we do have it in the undergraduate in business and humanities, but we don't compare ourselves with them because it's totally two different worlds. Yeah. So then, in this case, we are graduating the first generation in this year in December. But what is amazing, we have offers constantly coming in from big enterprises like Volkswagen, to mention some, Siemens, JBL. All huge enterprises again, and I'm not doing any propaganda. Yeah, those are enterprises we work with, and we have an excellent experience with Volkswagen. It just happened 3 months ago, where they're opening one of the biggest production plants here in Silao, in Mexico, close to León, to Guanajuato, and they're looking for young engineers that they wanted to train, because there's a lot of work to be done. This is the biggest one in Latin America that's going to be open. So they ask Campus León, which is a smaller campus in Guadalajara, of course, and Campus León, of course, asked us for students. What they required were students in the last year of their program that has an English level and basic things. So I sent a list of my 22, out of the 22 that's graduating 18, I sent a list of 18 students that have German as their third language, perfect, flawless English. They were doing or did already their international experience. They all had an average of 91 or higher. So when we sent that list to Volkswagen, it was impressive, the reaction of Volkswagen. That's why I'm happy. We don't graduate, but I'm very happy, because Volkswagen sent a mail directly a day after to the campus director, congratulating him for the students that they sent, and where did they get those students from, yeah? And because then they don't know about the program. So that's something we're working on too, so for more companies to know that we are preparing these students, yeah? So it's amazing. I haven't graduated generation, but I'm sure they're gonna be doing excellent, and all of them, all the 22, they already have offers. either they're going abroad to pursue their offers, or some of them are working here with the transnational companies, and we have 2 or 3 that are starting their own business. So without having the product completely checked yet, I think it's more than checked, so I'm very happy.
Great expectation. Yeah. Well, I think that's all for today.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
No, you're welcome. Yes, and whenever you guys like to talk about this excellent program that search for excellent engineers, with an excellent profile that don't see the Mexican borders as their only borders. There's no limit. The limit, we put it ourselves, and that's what we're looking for in the program, and they can do whatever they really want to do. Yes, just work for it and achieve it. So I'm very happy for the interview. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now we know that we live in a globalized world where the demand of engineers with an international experience is growing.
That is why it is so important to have an international engineering program, because it gives the opportunity to young people to develop internationally and have an advantage when working for an international enterprise. Thank you.